Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, it's good to be here with you today, and I just want to be very honest and real and call a spade a spade. This confusion is feigned ignorance and bias in action. We have all gone through higher education institutions and spent a significant amount of time in critical reflection with supervisors and institutions of higher learning, and have been taught how to critically think. If individuals cannot reasonably come to the conclusion that the language is to be more inclusive and not a demand to change any kind of personal or bigoted opinions, then I challenge whether or not they are really competent to provide services in our state, given the current days. This proposal challenges the very essence of what it means to be competent and well-rounded professionals. Understanding diverse cultures, whether or not you agree with them or you're directly affected by them or you believe they're valid, is irrelevant. It's a basic ethical requirement of our field. It's essential to recognize and respect identities from various backgrounds, whether they be LGBTQIA, BIPOC, disabled communities, people with different cognitive abilities. Even in our training programs, we're required to take a course on cultural diversity, which talks about every single one of these identities listed. During the last board meeting, it was stated that this rule change proposal was intended to remove, and I quote, unnecessary language from our cultural diversity training. And I want to make it clear that this proposal impacts far more than language, and that no identity is unnecessary. I take our commitment to community seriously, and our words are powerful, our actions are powerful, and by removing these qualifiers, it intentionally and willfully further disenfranchises communities and creates a sense of danger in our communities. If this board doesn't understand that communities are watching and listening, then we are truly out of touch with the communities in which we serve. I will also note that today, ad nauseum, it was discussed and asked repetitively of individuals asking for a reinstatement, whether or not they were going to take continued education and further education in certain areas that they needed, which tells me that the board clearly prioritizes further education, and this is a concern. If individuals feel uncomfortable attending trainings with specific identities that are listed on the board rules, they're not required to do so. It is clear that the confusion by many, again, is feigned ignorance. Removing this language is exclusionary, and it is very clear that it is part of a larger agenda. If this board allows it to happen, we are sacrificing the greater good and the health of our communities for the sake of a few who have not done their personal work. This is the beginning, and we can nip it in the bud now, if we have the courage and the conviction to do so, and to honor our ethical responsibility to do no harm. In the last board meeting, it was actually discussed very passionately about how institutions are predatory in when they advertise that they are providing education for individuals that will never end up being licensed.
Mr. Dio, your time is up. Thank you.